Ladies and gentlemen, these are exciting times during human history because this is the period of time, as well as the last, couple thousand years, when we like to cook food and eat delicious food. And that's really what Pro Cooking's always been about. This is episode 5 of Pro Cooking, and this episode we're going to be making some angel hair. And then after we make some angel hair, and after we prepare all the food that goes along with it, like the sauce, we are going to be making some exciting announcements to you about a couple of our episodes in the future. So, it's going to be exciting. Well. Angel hair. A very, very tasty pasta. I'm just as excited as you are, my friends. All we need is angel hair, the cooking pan, and other ingredients.
Hello everyone, my name is Martin Thompson. I'll be the guest chef here on Pro Cooking. So, we have this angel hair, and so what we need to do next is we need to get some water in the pot to get the angel hair cooking. So let's head over to the sink here. We can put some hot water in there just so it'll boil faster. Make sure that's nice and good. Yep. Now we're just going to fill this right up. And we're going to fill it about maybe halfway. Okay, so once you have your water about halfway filled up, you're going to put it on your stove. And we're going to put it on power boil because we want to make it boil pretty fast. So you want to go ahead and wait until the water is boiling, and you want to put your angel hair in then, so it cooks up nice and quick and you can have a delicious dinner.
Our water's heating up slowly. I can start to see the little bubbles, the little bubblies forming. It's very exciting. Just watching. Have you ever done this before? Have you ever just stood and watched water boil? If you do it for about 10 minutes, you can just watch it. You can see each bubble form, and it's quite wonderful. There's no other way to describe it. So we're just gonna wait until it's bubbling very rapidly and in great amounts, and then that's when we're gonna put the hair in, the angel hair, and it's gonna be wonderful. The water looks very exciting, my friends. Looks very exciting. Those bubbles I was talking about earlier, they're starting to form. They're bubbling. That means it's time to add our angel hair. But wait, before we do that, we're going to go into the secret cabinet of doom. The secret cabinet of doom has tomato sauce. Not just any tomato sauce, tomato basil sauce. So we're just going to open that up and heat it up as our angel hair is cooking. So that's going to be exciting.
Alright, so we have our angel hair and we have our water. Now it's time to add it. Just make sure you pour it in nice and lightly so it doesn't. There we go, nice in there. Alright. Not as smooth as I wanted that to be, but it's okay. So, we'll give this a few minutes. It'll soften up. And we'll be ready to add our sauce we're cooking up here. Alright.
The pan. Now here comes the most exciting part of this episode. Now I know this is a basic dinner, but we're going to make the sauce. We're going to saucen up the sauce. How's that for a phrase? The phrase of the day. We're going to season up the sauce a little bit and make it extra special. So we've got a pan here. We're just going to dump our little sauce here in our little pan here. So then we're going to have sauce in the pan. And then we're going to start cooking it up, and then we're going to start seasoning it up with a couple of exciting ingredients, to make it taste super good. If you look over at our angel hair there, as you can see, the bubbles are becoming even more aggressive and violent as it's attacking our nice angel hair and making it nice and soft. So it'll be nice and tasty and yummy for us to eat. That'll be good. Now, as we're beginning to prepare the sauce, so we're going to add some ingredients to that. Before we move on to that, I think I'm going to put a cover on this pan, and I'm going to turn it down to low for now, and low for the sauce as well. I'm going to grab a cover for the pan. We'll put that on there in a couple of seconds. Now I'd like you guys to take a look at some of the ingredients that we're going to add. We're going to cut up some onions, some fresh onions, some thyme, French thyme. We're just gonna sprinkle a little bit of that in there. Basil, yes, basil. We're gonna put a little bit of basil in there. I wonder what tools we'll need to do this. I think we can just sprinkle this on there. We're gonna cut this up. I think I'll have guest chef Martin do that. That'll be good. Yeah, so this is gonna be great.
Alright, let's grab our knife real quick. There we go. And we have our onions here. Nice and small. Let's chop off the end. You don't want that. Extra skin off there. Alright. Start chopping this into little pieces. You don't want to make them too big, because it's not decent to have a nice big chunk of onion in a sauce. So you just want to make them nice and thin here. Not too big at all.
So now that these onions are pretty much cut up, I finished peeling off the skin here, whatever this stuff is called, disgusting stuff. We don't want that in our sauce. I think that should be enough onions to give us a nice little flavor. Maybe just a little bit more. I don't know, maybe we just need a little bit more. I don't know, whatever. It doesn't really matter. As long as it tastes good. The taste is the most important part about cooking. Well, and the food has to be, cooked enough so it doesn't kill you. That only applies to meat though, because when you're cooking meat, like chicken for example, if it's not cooked enough, then it can give you poison. It can poison you. So those are the important things about cooking: is your health and the taste. That's enough onions. Let's turn our attention over to our sauce here. I love that noise of the water bubbling. I know I go on about that a lot, but the noise of the bubbling is wonderful. But let's go over and grab our spices. Basil and thyme. We're gonna make sure our sauce is cooking. And we're gonna just sprinkle just a little bit of our thyme here. Just for a little bit of seasoning. And just a little bit of extra basil. I think that's going to add a nice flavor to our sauce. And then we're going to grab our onions. And we're going to add those to the mixture. So just going to bring our cutting board over. We're just going to add those little slices. Add those little bits of sauce there. It's going to be very tasty, I think. And then, we're just going to stir it together a little bit inside the sauce. Maybe a little bit more of the stuff there. It's going to taste really nice. Alright, some onions, some seasonings. It'll taste pretty good. Very, very good.
Alright, so it looks like our pasta's done. So our next step here, oh, that's kind of hot. So let's get some mitts here. Pan's nice and hot so you know it's done. Alright, so here we are. We're going to take this over to the sink. We got this nice cauldron that drains all the water, so we can get the pasta. And just pour that in there. Set this aside. Make sure you give it a good shake so you make sure you get all the water out. Alright, that looks good to me. Put this down for now. Now it's time to eat. So let's go over here and let's grab some dinner plates. One for me and one for my coworker, Mr. Franklin. Nice plates here. We also need some silverware. So let's go in here. Yep. Let's grab a fork, 2 forks, and knife just in case. Nice, nice.
Now, looks like we're gonna have to eat dinner, unfortunately. I'm just kidding. Dinner is wonderful. I'm excited. I'm hungry. I can feel my tummy rumbling. Winnie the Pooh said that, didn't he? I have a rumbling in my tummy. Remember when he was excited for some honey? He didn't have any honey. He was hungry, so he said, "I have a rumbling in my tummy." Well, I'm excited for some angel hair and sauce. So I have a rumbling in my tummy, and I'm excited to eat. So we're just gonna put some some angel hair there. Maybe a little bit more for our next eater, guest chef Martin Thompson. And we're gonna make a nice presentation out of this too. So we're gonna make it nice. We're gonna grab our sauce here. If you look at the sauce, you can kind of see the green specks there. That's the nice basil that we added to our sauce. And we're just gonna kind of add it nicely on there. I like my food nice and saucy. I don't know what Martin likes, but guest chef Martin is gonna add that on there. And that is delightful. That is very, very delightful. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Pro Cooking. But as I promised you in the beginning of this episode, I was going to tell you some announcements. So, what's really exciting is that in a couple of episodes from now, we're going to be doing a very special episode. We're going to be cooking some very exciting food. We're going to have guest chef Glenn Franklin with us. Glenn Franklin. And guest chef Franklin, he's an amazing chef, and he knows how to cook some amazing things. We're going to be cooking beef stroganoff. Beef stroganoff, we're going to be making homemade beef stroganoff. If you are really excited to watch a good episode of Pro Cooking, or we're cooking some good, fine food, then that's the episode you've been waiting for. A couple of episodes from now, on October 23rd, that weekend is when it's going to be coming out, and we're just as excited as you are. So thank you very much, and goodbye.